Alright guys, let's keep this train rolling. Thank you for joining me. Next song is Full Speed Ahead. The heavy percussion and the acoustic guitar, the texture.
600 men under my command, with only one goal in mind:
make it back alive to our homeland.
600 men, 600 miles of open sea. But the problem's not the distance,
it's what lies in between.
And Ithaca's waiting, my kingdom is waiting, Penelope's waiting for me. So full speed ahead.
I'm obsessed with the emotion that he puts into every word. I really appreciate singers who really look at their line delivery and make every sentence special. The way he emotes there on the word ahead.
So full speed ahead.
You know, it's almost a little creepy. It's like ahead. And then he like transforms from the creepiness into the full voice. And it's not creepy, don't get me wrong, but it is a weird sound. The very beginning of that word, it's quite weird, but that's the humanity of the delivery, you know. Sometimes when we're speaking, if you clip out a tiny fraction of our speech, it's going to sound quite weird. So there's so many different ways he's using his voice, and I'm just utterly obsessed. You know what I also think he's quite inspired by is the film Mulan. Obviously, the style of this music, it is giving, you know, Disney classics a lot as well, but specifically Mulan. So I'm wondering if Jorge has ever talked about that movie in particular. The very wide sounds, the very masculine, warlike energy. A little bit of Hercules too, I guess. I also read that it was inspired by anime. Now, honestly, I'm not really getting anime from these songs, but I'm open to hearing how the anime influence is making itself known here. The only thing that I can possibly think of is visually, maybe some of these drawings could be anime-like. I don't really think so myself, having watched a good bit of anime in my day. Musically also, I'm not really getting anime from it, so let me know that. Maybe it'll become clear in like the later songs, but yeah.
Captain, you really just 600 men, 600 men with big mouths to feed, and we've run out of supplies to eat. First the war of whose source.
This is a new vocalist.
600 men, 600 reasons to take what we can. So Captain, what's the plan? Captain, what's the plan?
Watch where the birds fly. They will lead us to land. There will hunt for food, my second in command. Now full speed ahead.
And away we go. We're off and away we go. We're off and away we go.
I'm getting chills.
Look!
There in the distance, I see an island. I see a light that faintly glows. Maybe they're people lighting a fire. Maybe they'll share some food, who knows?
Something feels off here. I see fire, but there's no smoke.
I say we strike first. We don't have time to waste, so let's raid the place and...
No. Polities gear up. You and I'll go ahead.
You and I'll go ahead.
We should try to find a way no one ends up dead.
We don't know what's ahead.
Give me till sunrise, and if we don't return, then 600 men can make this whole place burn. Now full speed ahead.
The guitar riffage.
Full speed ahead.
This is so sick. Guys, where has this been all my life? The guitar riffage with the falsetto and the choir, I'm getting emotional. Like, I'm actually like welling up. This is so friggin' good.
Speed ahead. Full speed ahead.
Wow.
Full speed ahead. We're up, we're off and away we
a crazy bit of business there. Now, you'll forgive me, it's actually hard for me to gather the story as I watch. I'm actually looking at the Wikipedia here, making sure that I'm keeping track of what's actually going on. I'm so possessed by the music that the lyrics are going by me. Okay, so this is after the invasion of Troy. I got it. I'm on board story-wise, but yeah, music is really getting me. Really, really getting me. I'm trying to also be objective and think about maybe how the music could be improved somehow. One thing that did occur to me is perhaps some of the vocalists are stronger than others. The guy who is playing the character on the far left here, some of his line delivery isn't as convincing as the guy who was singing the Full Speed Ahead part initially that I was so obsessed with. He's still really good, but I'm noticing maybe a slight difference in skill level or passion even. You gotta consider, like, as they were making this, no one really knew how big it was gonna get. There probably wasn't like a huge budget involved. So maybe a lot of the people who were singing these parts weren't as invested as Jorge. And I'm not saying that they phoned it in, but maybe they wouldn't have put as much meticulous care into their takes as he would have. But I do have to emphasize that I'd really have to be nitpicking when I point out that stuff. I'm trying to not totally wax lyrical with no constructive comments and be totally clear about everything that's coming to mind. Let's move on to Open Arms.
You can relax, my friend. Huh? I can tell you're getting nervous, so do yourself a service and try to relax, my friend.
And find pull the tears.
Think of all that we have been through. We'll survive what we get into.
So something that I'm just picking up on now is that maybe the animatics are fan-made. I feel like I'm missing some information on how these animatics got created. I thought that Jorge designed them himself, but I'm looking at the description of this video and there's some sentences such as, "The design of the Lotus Eaters is not mine. If you see this, Drogo, thank you for your permission, I could use it." It's like the creation of the animatics is a collaborative effort between different designers and illustrators. There's some kind of web of information that I don't have right now, but let's just continue enjoying the animation and the music for what it is.
I know that you're tired of the war and bloodshed. Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword, enough said. Why should we take when we could give? You can show a person that you trust them when you...
Yeah, the tuning on the vocals was a little extreme in that moment.
Tell me, is this how we're supposed to live? Look at how you grip your sword, enough said. Why should we take when we could give? You can show...
On the word give, it's like, you know, because the auto-tune is getting a bit confused on which note it's supposed to hit, so the vibrato is unnatural sounding. But on the positive side, I quite like that this song seems to be a departure of the more epic Mulan-ish style, and it's kind of a more chipper, sprightly, almost reggaeton vibe, which I don't mind at all. It is leaning more poppy, but it's a nice break from the style of the first few songs. Offering some variety, I'm always into that. Let's go back a bit.
Look at how you grip your sword, enough said. Why should we take when we could give? You can show a person that you trust them when you stop and lower your guard. Here we have a chance for some adjustment. Give it a try, it's not that hard. I'm telling you, this life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. Whatever we face,
oh, this song
we'll be
is so
fine if we're
cute.
leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Stay back.
My friend, greet the world with open arms.
We're only here for food.
Very abrupt transition
600
to a
friends
darker
are waiting
atmosphere.
for us to show our faces. Stay back, I'm
Very
warning you.
true to musical theatre in that sense.
If we don't get back safely, my men will turn this place into blazes.
See? This life is amazing.
The animation is so
when you
good.
greet it with open arms. Whatever we face, we'll we'll be fine if we're leading from.
So, super true to musical theatre in how we are kind of abruptly transitioning between atmospheres. We were in a much darker place just now, and now that we're getting back into the little skippy bounciness, it sounds even more joyful. That contrast is important.
Open up, whatever we face, we'll be fine if we're leading from the heart. No matter the place, we can light up the world. Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
My friend, I wish that I could say that I agree, but look at the way this fruit is glowing and filled with glowing seeds. It took me a while to notice just what kind of fruit they eat. It's a lotus, it controls your mind and never lets you free. That's what we'd get with open
pretty.
arms.
Lotus eaters, I'd like to show my friend that kindness is brave. Could you tell me where there's other food to eat? A cave! You're saying there's a cave where we could feast. And where do we sail to find this food-filled cave? Thank you.
Oh, okay. So
This
cute.
life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your
Ooh,
face
this is
there's
so
much
spiritual
guilt
sounding.
inside your heart.
The choir.
So why not replace it and light up the world? Here's how to start. Greet the world with open arms. Greet the world with open arms.
Greet the world with open arms.
You can relax, my friend.
Flash warning. What happened there, huh? Hey, sorry for the interruption. Unfortunately, my computer died right after the reaction last night, so I have to continue this video the next day, but we're going to pick up right where we left off. And this is better lighting anyway, silver lining. So I actually did want to talk about the end of that song again. I mentioned this was a very spiritual moment.
This life is amazing when you greet it with open arms. I see in your face there's so much guilt inside your heart.
I guess it's because I associate the oohs in the choir with gospel music that the word spiritual comes to mind. It's also paired with some gorgeous guitar licks and the lead vocalist's voice giving off a sort of an indie feeling. So it's a really interesting mix of influences in this moment, and I really love this moment because all of the textures are different from what we've had previously in the song. I love that compositional development always, and it really makes a song feel like it's worth listening to repeatedly when there's so much to discover from beginning to end. So now they've seemingly been misled by the Lotus Eaters, I'm assuming, because those poor little critters are jacked up on the juice. So we've one more song to go for the Troy Saga, which is Warrior of the Mind. I'm excited for this. Let's do it.
Have you forgotten the lessons I taught you?
Athena!
Have you forgotten to turn off your heart? This is not you.
Love this galloping piano.
I see you changing from how I've designed you.
Another change of tempo.
Have you forgotten your purpose? Let me remind you. Goddess of wisdom, master of war.
Funky.
My life has one mission: create the greatest warrior. I had a challenge, a test of skill.
Love those runs,
A
those vocal
magic
runs.
bar only the best would kill. One day a boy came for the thrill, a boy whose mind rivaled the bar's own will.
I love this vocalist.
Maybe one day he'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow. Then they'll see I know he'll change the world.
So
'cause
catchy.
He is a
ba, 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 ba. There's a little bit of a Eurodance influence in this track.
If there's a problem, he'll have the answer. He is a warrior of the night.
Show yourself. I know you're watching me. Show yourself. I can see you.
How can you see through my spell?
I was lying, and you fell for my bluff.
Well done, enlighten me, what's your name?
You first, and maybe I'll
The
do
groovy
the
guitar.
same.
Love it.
Nice try, but two can play this game.
Nah, don't be modest. I know you're a goddess, so let's be honest. You are Athena. Badass in the arena. Unmatched, witty, and queen of the best strategies we've seen.
If you're looking for
Okay, I can totally tell that he's influenced by, what's the guy's name? He wrote Hamilton. Lin-Manuel Miranda, yeah. And he also did In the Heights. There's a certain pattern in the lyrics and lyrical phrasing that is very similar to Lin-Manuel's style. It's kind of like there's an element of humor in there. It's humorous, it's playful. The line, "You are Athena, badass in the arena." It's fun. Like that's a really cool rhyme. It's really memorable.
Badass in the arena. Unmatched, witty, and queen of the best strategies we've seen.
if you're
Unmatched, witty, and queen of the best strategies we've seen. The words don't rhyme exactly, but the combination of the words does rhyme. That's a very Lin-Manuel thing I've noticed, and I'm not the biggest musical theatre aficionado, so other writers could write like this also, but I've only noticed it particularly myself in musicals like In the Heights and Hamilton.
We've seen.
if you're looking for a mentor, I'll make sure your time's well spent.
Sounds like a plan. Goddess and man. Best is a friend.
He'll see where it ends.
Okay.
Maybe one day they'll follow me and we'll make a greater tomorrow.
So yeah, the song is going for a triumphant feeling, and I did mention a sort of Eurodance influence. You can really picture yourself like pumping your fist to this at a music festival. I can, personally anyway. It's a cool influence, fitting with that triumphant idea that the song is going for with this duet.
They'll see I know we'll change the world, 'cause we are the warriors of the mind. Maybe one day we'll reach them and we can build their skills as we teach them. If there's a problem, we'll have the answer. We are the warriors of the mind. I still intend to make sure you don't fall behind. Don't forget that you're a warrior of a very special kind. You are a warrior of the mind. Don't disappoint me.
Cool ending there too with the glitches. Man, this musical is just full of really interesting, exciting ideas musically. Like, listen to the musicality of this part here.
Don't disappoint.
Just the little combination of the pretty piano flourishes with the very encouraging horns. It's really magical stuff, really fantastical, and it contrasts nicely with the final line, "Don't disappoint me." So that song was about Athena reminding Odysseus of her teachings of harshness and reminding him of her expectations of him. Don't disappoint me. Yeah, very well done. I am enjoying every single song immensely. I'm also gathering that even if there is some variety from song to song, there's sort of a core sound that musical is sticking to, which I'm totally fine with. I am wondering if the variety in the musicality is going to continue and we'll get some even more genre switch ups. That would be cool. But yeah, I'll definitely be checking out the rest of this musical if this video does well, and if not, I'll be listening to it in my own time. But yeah, let me know if you would like me to cover the rest of the musical on the channel. I'm very much enjoying it. So the next saga will be the Cyclops Saga. And how many songs is in that? There's only 4 songs in the Cyclops Saga, and then there's 4 songs in the Ocean Saga. So the next video, if you guys would like it, will be a double whammy of the Cyclops Saga and the Ocean Saga. I think that makes sense. Okay, that about concludes my analysis, my introduction to Epic the Musical, A Wonderful Discovery. Let me know your thoughts in the comments and any other information I should have, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks so much and take care.